Dear students, today we will discuss Animal Farm as a fairy story. A fairy story is the story which is based on imagination. Such a story takes us into a world of imagination where we observe improbable things. Rarely does it show any relation with the facts of life. Attempts on such stories have been made by reputed writers. Even Shakespearean comedies are marked by the element of imagination. But such stories give us a moral message. Generally, the characters and the plot of these stories remain symbolic. Even the great dramatist Marlowe, one of the university wits, wrote symbolic stories. Dr. Faustus is the best example of his attempt. Animal Farm has been regarded as a fairy story. We mark the story is based on imagination, and at no place does it leave its relations with imaginations. Animal Farm is full of improbabilities. While reading the story, we cannot raise any question against the improbability of the novel. For example, when Jones is expelled by the animals, we cannot think why Jones does not go for police. We also cannot think how the animals are capable of building the windmill. In the beginning of the story, when Old Major delivers a long speech, we are bound to enter into a fairy land where animals are expected to behave like human beings. Animals become masters of themselves after the revolution. They are not required to obey their master Jones. The readers enjoy the scene. Among the animals, pigs are known as intellectuals. That is why they are asked to supervise the work of other animals. Later on, we observe the Battle of Cowshed, in which animals attack the men of Jones. The author presents the incident very vividly and tells us how a boy was attacked by boxer. We also find that animals do not attack with the modern weapons, but they do it with horns and hooves. Even the flag which is chosen by the animals contains hoops, hoop and horns as monogram. The writer does not lose the realism of imaginative world, and he returns from the land only when he is able to find the conclusion. It has been confirmed that animal fable is the best form of the presentation of political satire. Even Chaucer, the first writer, based his The Nun's Priest's Tale on fairy tale because in that book he aimed at political satire. Rudyard Kipling's Jungle Book is also one of the famous fairy tales that reveals political upheavals in animal fable. That is why the writers feel no difficulty in making the comparison of human beings with animals. For example, pig stands for cunningness. In short, the animals can simplify the human behavior. Especially those writers wanted to write about pure moral problems. George Orwell also selected the world of animals to satirize social and political problems. The novelist is expert in balancing the expression of real story. Animals are representatives of certain classes. He has not fused his characters with individual traits. For example, Benjamin Benjamin represents those human beings who are intellectual and are able to understand the difference between good and evil. Boxer also does not possess individualistic quality, but on the other hand, he stands for the labor class. He is always desirous of working hard. Napoleon and his follower pigs stand for uh, leaders who are always in search of power. Thus, the writer has paid his complete attention to the balance between imagination and fact. Nowhere does he become superfluous regarding his main theme. Through the Though the main theme of the novel is political, the novelist has presented a very interesting story. Even if the main theme is ignored from the book will still remain interesting. All the animals produce a sense of humor on the one hand and the element of wit on the other. Besides, we feel pity over many incidents and characters of the novel. For example, Boxer and Clover usually create the atmosphere of pathos. Snowball's exit from the farm also makes us sympathetic towards the sufferings of the animals. The readers know it that the world of animal is completely based on imagination, but they do not like to leave the world till the writer himself concludes the story. In fact, the story of the novel wins our sympathy towards the animals. In fact, the novelist has not produced the humor as was done by Charles Dickens. His humor is also of a special kind. Such humor was possible only through the fairy tale. Characters like Molly, Squealer, and Benjamin start learning. The atmosphere becomes very humorous. For example, Boxer could learn only 4 words. The novelist remarks that the pigs learnt all the alphabet while other animals could not do so. The writer has revealed the fact that pigs are more intelligent than other animals. Benjamin, a donkey who always remains silent, has been compared to the intellectual class. The writer seems to be of the opinion that donkeys possess sharp understanding in comparison with other animals. Thus, Orwell has produced a special kind of humor which was possible only in the presentation of such animal fable. In short, Animal Farm is very interesting animal fable. Orwell's attempts at fairy tale was not made for the first time, but before him and after him many other writers attempted at animal fable. And fairy tales have been a happy hunting ground for the writers who try to discuss social and political problems in their works. This form of writing has always suited such themes. Orwell's Animal Farm has been regarded as one of the most outstanding and the most interesting fairy tales of English literature. Thanks.